Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very interesting session here on Candid Meena. And in today's session, we'll be talking about how the Congress, rather the Cockroach Janata Party, has exposed itself. We'll be showing you more and more connections with the Congress Party and the Cockroach Janata Party, and so also the fact that why are they cornering Amit Shah of all people, and much more in today's session. Make sure you watch till the end. So friends, jumping straight on. Now, the Cockroach Janata Party has raised concerns over the use of force during the July 20 protest crackdown and Union Home Minister Amit Shah's role. So this is what the Congress targeted Amit Shah's role during the use of force on the protesters, and they said that the Home Minister put pellets into the blood of the students. He ordered the students of India to be shot. And Gandhi also alleged that only the Home Minister of the Prime Minister can authorize the use of force. The Congress leader claimed he saw Amit Shah sitting in his car, but he is not present in the Lok Sabha because he is scared. So I think Rahul Gandhi's comments, Saurav Das took to X and said that this raises serious concerns about Amit Shah's role in July 20 police brutality case. He must be held accountable. Every life is precious. A student lost his vision for life at the Home Minister's order. Answer now. So you can see how the Cockroach Janata Party, Saurav Das, is just echoing the words of Rahul Gandhi, and you can see that Saurav Das, he is seen partying like we earlier discussed after the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. So who's funding all this, his party celebrations in a 5-star hotel with all the people you see around him, the so-called students? Also, I would like to show you something which is quite interesting, is that Mr. Saurav Das is, there is deep connects with him and the George Soros. According to the Pulitzer Center, Saurav Das is a Pulitzer Center grantee. He is an independent investigative journalist based in Delhi. The Pulitzer Center funded his reporting project. A grantee means the Pulitzer Center provided financial support for a specific project. And so you can see that from this slide, the Pulitzer Center is pleased to announce $30 million in support for its unique model for innovative journalism combined with focused global audience engagement across the globe. And the new support includes a $16 million commitment over the next 5 years for the work on rainforests and oceans. And the donors are the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation and Norway's International Climate and Forest Initiative. Now, additional funding includes multi-year commitments of general operating support, $2.4 million from Lord's Foundation and $900,000 from Open Society Foundation, which is George Soros Foundation, as all of you know. We intend to use those funds to expand our existing initiatives on climate and labor and artificial intelligence accountability. So now you can see the correct how George Soros is funding this guy called Saurav Das, who is the spokesperson of the Cockroach Janata Party. So that this is one proof which I like to show you. Funding and financial backing of CJP must be examined thoroughly. Yes, Mohanji, and I'm sure that the NIA and the ED all are planning their way to how to scrutinize all these protesters and each and every key person in this CJP, because there's a meeting going on between Ajit Doval and Modi and Amit Shah, and what is the nature and discussion of the meeting is quite unknown, but I'm sure that it is with regards to national security, and also it could be this protest, right, which is causing a lot of national security concerns, as all of you know. And so, like I said earlier, that Amit Shah is being targeted by Rahul Gandhi, and because he is the Home Minister. And Kiren Rijiju spoke on behalf of the NDA, and he said that he was extremely upset because Rahul Gandhi failed to make any substantive intervention on the paper leak bill itself. And second, he made misleading and unparliamentary remarks against Amit Shah. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister asserted that ministers do not issue orders for police firing, stating that such decisions fall under the jurisdiction of the magistrate or the sub-divisional magistrate present at the spot. So you can see that the row over the conduct of the security forces protest has snowballed into a massive controversy and a political slugfest of the CJP called off more than a month-long protest following, Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. And pellets were fired so now the union minister says that no shots were fired. Replying to Rahul Gandhi's remarks, Union Minister Jitendra Singh said that the Congress leader had little experience in life with regards to the anti-paper leak bill. Now, there were no shots fired. The question of authorizing it does not arise, and the directive to open fire is given by the magistrate, not a minister. This is how he argued. But one thing is very clear, friends, that the so-called protesters, the student protesters who protested in Jantar Mantar, does each and every protester, the so-called student protester who supported the CJP, do they have a neat admit card? So if they don't have a neat admit card, they can't get their FIRs withdrawn. And this is a masterstroke by the JP Nadda. So you can see how JP Nadda is playing the game with Soros and Abhijit Bhimke of the Cockroach Janata Party. JP Nadda agreed to the withdrawal of the FIRs of the peaceful protesters, not the violent ones, but in the condition, he put the condition later that they have to show their neat admit cards. Then only the FIRs can be withdrawn. So now another thing which I would like to connect the dots is Abhijit Bhimke said PM Modi ji should step down as a prime minister and instead become a full-time influencer, arguing that Modi appears to focus more on social media, image building and public relations than on governance. He criticized Modi ji for allegedly not responding adequately to students' concerns over neat paper leak and broader problems in the education system. So my question is, if reports are to be true, right, who is Abhijit Bhimke to say that Prime Minister Modi should step down as a Prime Minister? Because CJP is not registered as a political party in India. What is Abhijit Bhimke's position in the CJP? What was he doing in the US? What is his role? Who is he? What was his job in the US? What were his sources of income? What was he doing? So he should answer all this, right, before appearing on media. And media who is giving, mainstream media, who is giving them so much of importance, right? Who is giving Abhijit Bhimke so much of importance. Why are they not asking the pertinent questions to Mr. Abhijit Bhimke? What were his sources of fund? From where is he getting money? If he is not a very qualified person, how is he making so much of money? Past FCRA charge international and domestic CJP supporters, financiers funded with treason and attempted murder of policemen with 10 kg stones. Yes, attempted murderers may be shot dead, said Lacoste. So now it is quite obvious that there's so many protesters who had criminal records to them, who threw stones, and they should be given very heavy punishment, right? These persons with criminal records. And these from the question is, where did they get these pelleted stones, right? And who supplied them with the pelleted stones? This is also one big question which I would like to ask. So this is a very huge national security issue, this whole protest. And it's quite, it's not very surprising that Ajit Doval and Modi ji and Amit Shah are all sitting together as we speak, as to discuss how to take these things further. Because Independence Day is just around the corner, so around 15 days. And I would like to bring to your attention this also. Why was Dharmendra Pradhan removed or asked to resign? Because in the textbooks, in the history textbooks, which were filled with glory of Mughal rulers, the NCERT textbooks of CBSE schools, he removed all the portions which glorify the Mughal rulers. Okay, and that is one of the reasons why the whole Islamic lobby decided to gang upon him and uh, wanted to remove him as the education minister. So this is also one of the reasons. Obviously, the FCRA is one big reason, because the funding is not being got for all the NGOs in India, and the Christian missionary organizations have a huge problem if the FCRA bill is passed, including many actors and actresses. They have NGOs like Bollywood famous people like Shabana Azmi. One fine day, they would ask the whole government to resign. Yes, Mohanji, and this is the biggest joke. Now, also, I would like to point one more very important question, that in a video, if I don't know if you've seen it or not, Mr. Saurav Das of the CJP, he was asked a very pertinent question by a young girl. A young girl, a real student, she asked Mr. Saurav Das, why is he not demanding the resignation of the education ministers in places like Punjab and so forth? And for that, what was Saurav Das's reply? We only protest against the NEET paper leak because it was a bigger issue. So from this, you can see that it's quite obvious that it is just an extension of the Congress party, because how is he affording Kapil Sibal as the lawyer when Kapil Sibal charges so much of lakhs of money for one hearing? So how is he able to afford Kapil Sibal? And also, I would like to add one more very important observation, is that the CBI has informed a special court that the Latur-based coaching owner Shivraj Raghunath Motankar paid 5 lakh rupees to procure leaked chemistry equations from NTA panel setter PV Kulkarni. Forensic analysis of this person, Shivraj Raghunath's phone revealed 36 image files containing 132 handwritten questions, with 111 matching the official master set of question papers. And the Shivraj Raghunath and PV Kulkarni, the bribe amount 5 lakh paid to procure the chemistry equations in advance. 36 images of evidence was recovered, with 132 handwritten chemistry equations found on this person's phone. And 111 out of 132 handwritten questions matched the official National Testing Agency master question set for the NEET UG examination. And phone metadata indicates the images were captured roughly 10 days to 2 weeks before the scheduled exam date. So this is huge. And Shivraj Matonkar has documented political ties to the Congress party, though his arrest has triggered a fierce political blame game with links emerging across party lines. Shivraj has historically been known for his close proximity to the local Congress power structures in Latur. He publicly and openly campaigned for prominent Congress leaders, including Latur MLA Amit Deshmukh, during the 2024 Maharashtra Assembly elections. And there's a viral video following the arrest. A video surfaced from a Congress platform showing Shivraj pledging his political loyalty to the party. So you can see this is how this is huge, isn't it? That this is what more proof you need. The girl who was abusing our PM Modi ji has been found and will be arrested. Yes, Dhanashri, welcome. In Latur, coaching class of this person is famous. Yes. So you can see how they are trying their best to frame Modi, Amit Shah, and all those NDA key ministers, the Congress party. And you can see how George Soros Foundation is funding all this movement so that some sort of anarchy is created in India. So you can see that even in social media handles, you can see Barka that asking him questions, giving him importance. So Saurav Das cooked Modi's. This is how the kind of language they use. Modi's performative support via tweet, and said violence is being done by the RSS and BJP. And this is according to him. Violence is being done by the BJP supporters. We have gotten reports from people, from friends in the administration, in the police, who had told us that about 2,000 to 3,000 people have been mobilized by the BJP RSS to infiltrate and create chaos so that the entire movement is derailed. So you can see how this guy is putting the blame on BJP that all the violent protesters in Jantar Mantar, they were organized by BJP and RSS according to the statement of Soros Das. So how you can see how cunning this person is. I'm sure that Delhi police has facially profiled each and every protester, especially the violent ones in Jantar Mantar, and from that facial profiling you can get all the information, right? And then this guy has to answer, and I'm quite surprised why the RSS people have not taken this very seriously, this particular statement of Saurav Das, where he's openly accusing them of mobilizing people for violent protest. Pradhan must be given more important posts. Yes, but perhaps regulating social media companies. Yes, we saw what happened to Facebook, isn't it? Facebook, blocked Modi ji's post for a certain period of time, video post, and then they later apologized after 5-6 hours, isn't it? So they're purposely trying to test the waters, of the NDA government, because they know that all these social media platforms are being weaponized to somehow promote this CJP movement, whether it is Facebook, whether it is Instagram or WhatsApp or any other platform, if for that matter. Each and every popular influencer who has millions of followers, they're being paid heavily to promote this whole movement. Education mafias are behind the CJP violent protests. Yes, and also the FCRA bill. Those who do not want the FCRA bill to be passed. So all this is playing on the minds. Today I have reported one more abusive post in the thread. Yes, Dhanashree. So friends, make sure to hit the hype and like button so that this video reaches more and more viewers. And so, friends, this is how things are being put in play. It is very, very testing times for Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, and I do hope that the real youngsters and people who voted for Prime Minister Modi, they come out in the open and they show their support for Prime Minister Modi at this very, very testing time, isn't it? They should at least come on their social media handles and tweet or write a post on Facebook showing their support for the Modi government. So government is doing good work, but somehow they fail to convey that to people each and every time. Yes, the IT department of Modi ji is it's not very, very efficient as at the moment. Mr. Amit Malviya has to pull his socks up and he has to reach out to the youngsters. The way in which Modi ji is making reels on Instagram and Facebook, he has started making reels and small videos. That is the way it should have been done before, so many years before, right? Because these short reels, short videos is what reaches out to the youngsters, because their attention span is very, very less, and this is how they should reach. A big fraud, anti-national funded CJP treated unstable conditions. Why are they still free? Yes, Sangeeta ji, and let us wait and watch. This guy Saurav Das is really, really, he is really, really immature. He is fighting with the likes of Kangana Ranaut, and he says that he looks like Hrithik Roshan, and he also is not accepting Supreme Court's verdict that the non-violent protesters, isn't it? That Supreme Court needs. Supreme Court clearly said that the release, the FIRs of the violent protesters, should not be done. The withdrawal. So you can see that how these people like Abhijit Deepke, people like Saurav Das, they are so immature and but at least they are quite more sensible than Rahul Gandhi, right? So let us wait and watch, friends. And I do think that as the Independence Day heads closer on August 15th, they're going to create some other sort of hangama on the roads, right? They'll pick up another cause. They won't go to Congress ruled states like Karnataka, Kerala, or Punjab, or where AAP is there, or Telangana, right? Why are they going there? So from this, you can make out how the opposition parties have just floated this outfit called Cockroach Janata Party. Saurav Das claims that he is not influenced by the opposition parties, but he is. He is just an offshoot of all those parties. Who hired the hooligans have criminal background must be investigated thoroughly. Yes, this is a very important point. Yes, Mohanji, and let us wait and watch. What Amit Shah and Doval and Modi. What is the meeting about? As they are discussing and how things move forward. Cockroaches think even they are above the words of the Supreme Court. Yes, that's the hilarious part of that. 98% of social media, mostly Instagram, algorithms are dominated by these cockroaches. Yes, and leftists. Just look at these people, they're dominating and manipulating youths. Dhanashri, I would like to add one more point before we wind up is that one popular YouTube vlogger, she's a lady, a young lady, and she made all the videos daily about the Jantar Mantar protest. She was there physically, and she was doing all this sort of vlogging about the protest. And each and every video of hers on her YouTube channel is nothing less of 1 to 2 million views. So when you talk about algorithms, you can see how the algorithms are being weaponized. So friends, that's all the news for today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.